What's going on, babe?
Things are leaking. Windy.
Why don't you back up and tell us about this morning?
We've had great weather for at least 3 weeks, 2 weeks now.
What are we doing today, baby?
Going Martinique? I'm driving right because I'll never do it.
So we drop our buddy Jack off in St. Vincent, and we have about a week to get back up to Guadeloupe.
We had 3 great days of day hopping.
Another beautiful day in paradise.
St. Vincent, St. Lucia to Martinique, and Martinique to Dominica.
Where the hell are we right now? How are we still in the Caribbean?
But it had to end, and we knew the weather was going to be changing. It was forecast to be around midday today that it would go from this sort of pristine light trade wind conditions to this sort of stormy northeasterly stuff. And we need to get to Guadeloupe. We're in Dominica right now, so we decided we'd get up at 4:30 in the morning and start driving the boat to Point Pete. So we got up at 4:30 in the morning and started driving the boat to Point Pete, but we were getting pounded as soon as we were outside of the Prince Rupert Bay, and decided it was not worth it, even though it was the end of our weather window. What the is that noise? Oh shit.
Jesus Christ. Well, we made the right choice. I am so glad we're not still out there.
Yeah, this isn't a bay. What do you think it's like in open ocean?
Jesus Christ.
We didn't really have a plan B, because our only plan was to get to Guadeloupe, but figured that's not what we signed up for. We're here to have fun, not beat ourselves up. So, turned the boat around, went back to Dominica, and hunkered down for the better part of a week. We didn't want it to be that way, but that's part of cruising, is we just had to stick around while the weather changed.
We finally left Dominica after getting a little stir crazy, after doing some boat projects and feeling pretty restless. And we sailed up to Antigua. Woo! Woo! What are we doing?
New Island Day?
Where are we going?
Antigua.
Yeah!
Kind of back to perfect trade wind conditions, 15 knots. We can scream along at 6.5 knots or so, 7 knots on a beam reach, and got into Falmouth Harbor, and that was great. It was a nice change of pace. Compared to the islands further south, it felt a little bit more, I don't know, like we were back in civilization, I guess.
We spent 3 or 4 days in Falmouth Harbor. Whatever, English Harbor, which is beautiful. It's old and colonial and just really, really charming. The little store.
I like doors that have doors.
I took Will up on a hike to Shirley Heights that I quite literally thought would take us about 30 minutes. It took us near 2 hours to see the view, and it turned out that that was a night where there was a big calypso music festival. We just walked up to Shirley Heights, and there is a huge party, a 2018 cover, which we didn't bring any money with us because it's usually free. They've let us sneak in to take some pictures, but we only have 10 minutes, so we're having a quick beer, taking in the sights, and then we gotta leave. Chances are they wouldn't know if we stayed, but we're not gonna do that. The next morning, we left Antigua and began our 2-day run north up to St. Martin. Check it out! Fishing rod 1. Fishing rod 2. Haven't caught anything yet though. How now, round cow?
Not huge, but that's a mahi. Go on, lift him up. Let's see what you got. Drop the vodka bottle. Hold it up.
Woohoo! We got 3 bonito today, threw them back, well, 1 slipped off, and we're rewarded.
We didn't mean to catch 2 in a day, but now I got 2 of these beauties for dinner. Female, right?
Looks like it, yeah. She's a beauty.
All right.
It's a pretty big fish.
Ain't bad. Not much bigger than the one you got.
No, it's bigger. Definitely.
God, they're pretty.
Nice work. She was a fighter. What we got here? Some mahi sushi. I'd pay good money for that. After our sushi and fish taco feast, we leave bright and early for St. Martin, just as the full moon is sinking.
After an eventful sail from St. Kitts to St. Martin, by far the fastest average we've had, something like 7 knots the whole way. Our engine overheated once again right before we pulled into Simpson Bay, so topped off the water, gonna deal with it later. We're going into the lagoon behind this mega yacht.
Well, we're in St. Martin. We're gonna go get some breakfast, baguettes, maybe deal with some boat stuff today, but hopefully not do too much work since it's been a rough couple of days sailing, and we actually slept for 12 hours last night, so I think we're feeling pretty good. And I'm gonna try to get this gal, get her fixed so I can work on some more movies. Breakfast. Stop 2. We're getting a drink and checking some internet, trying to do research on some issues we're having with the boat. Try to do some laundry. Just dropped my computer off at the Mac Service Center. Hopefully they can fix it. We're at Lagoonies, which is where we're going to be meeting our friends Ryan and Tasha from Chase the Story tonight. So that should be a pretty good time. And also it turns out we miscalculated. Tomorrow's Good Friday and Sunday's Easter, so almost everything here in St. Martin tomorrow and Monday are going to be closed, which might put a little bit of snafu in things we're trying to fix, but we'll see what happens. We drank 100 beers last night. And we met up with our friends Ryan and Tasha from Chase the Story. And you know what they said? they said that catamarans are more fun than monohulls, and that instead of working on our boat, we should hang out with them and go to Anguilla. So
We're going to Anguilla.
We're going to Anguilla today. After we find a way to wake up after 100 beers. In the next episode, we eschew our boat responsibilities to hang out with the crew from Cheeky Monkey and chase the story. We have an epically good time hanging out in Antigua, catching fish, partying with the locals, and general merrymaking as only people who live on boats can do. They also make great videos, so if you're looking for something to watch next, check out Chase the Story. We didn't think that we were going to go this route, but we've just set up a Patreon account.
Turns out that making videos is a lot more expensive than we ever thought it would be. All the equipment on the table is necessary for video production, and it's all either broken or breaking. And chasing down island internet connections has become exorbitantly expensive.
We budgeted really well for this trip to buy the boat and to travel, but we just did not factor this in. So for any of you who want to support our video making endeavors, please check out our Patreon page.
But whether you become a Patreon or not, just want to say thank you so much for watching the videos, but especially for all the comments we get, whether on YouTube or Facebook messages or emails, with little tips and tricks about how to fix my engine, or telling us about your own ambitions to go sailing, or just a hey, what's up. We love getting those messages, so please keep them coming and keep on watching.
Thank you all so much, and please keep adventuring with us.